Hey, what's up guys, my name is Jojo Helpson and thank you for joining me here today for an unboxing and closer look at the ID cooling case fans, both in 120mm and 140mm. The 120mm are both LED and non-LED case fans. Now let's jump right into it and take a closer look at their performance and looks of ID cooling case fans. Hi, my name is Jojo Helpson and thank you for joining me here today to take a closer look at ID cooling case fans. ID cooling has officially been announced at Computex 2013. If you want to know more about the company and what it stands for, just take a closer look at the link in the description down below where I put the link to their website. First off, we're going to start with the 1800 RPM fan. It is a 120mm fan. The product number stands here on top of the package, NO12025, which is an 1800 RPM case fan from ID Cooling. In the back of the box you can see the specification details. Find your language and you find the specifications down here. In this case there are 120 by 120 by 25 millimeters, 150 grams, 800 to 1800 RPMs, and the airflow is 60.7 CFM. 16.2 to 19.2 decibels with a hydraulic bearing. In the front you can see closer information on high air pressure, big airflow, silent operation. Let's take a close look at the fan itself. The fan itself comes with a plastic but still very sturdy fan blades. Very aggressive looking fan blades, I might add. They come with a removable rubber grommets that dampen the noise and vibration of the fan. Here on top you can see in which directions the fan or the air blows, and you can see in which directions the fan blades turn. On the front you can see ID Cooling logo, and in the back you can see DC brushless fan, ID Cooling logo, the model number, the voltage, and made in China. There's nothing more to be said about this fan. You can take a closer look at the fan controller. There you can see how it performs. Live action. The air pressure, or I'm not sure I can say air pressure since I do not have the technology here to measure the air pressure, but it feels like it is blowing a great amount of air through it, so you should manage to put this on radiators and they will provide you with great cooling experience. Now let's take a look at the next one, which is the NO12025. The same here, big airflow, low noise fan, 120 millimeters, same information here on the outside. But there is one thing I would really like to say to ID Cooling: please sharpen up on your information on the outside of the box, because this fan and this fan are not the same. But there is nowhere here on the outside of the box where it mentions LED fan or blue LED fan. So if you are listening, if you are watching this video, which I hope so, then please take in mind it would help the customer a lot if they know what is inside of each package, especially in this case. Now I think I have every sort of fan, but I do not know which fan is in which case. So keep that in mind. Else the package has every information you need. It was a little bit irritating at first when I saw like all the languages here and it says specifications. Okay, I go to my language, which is English in that case, and then I read fan dimensions and I was like, where are the fan dimensions? Okay, there are no fan dimensions. But then I noticed there is a sticker in the right corner down below where it has all the numbers. You find your language with the text, and then you have all the numbers down here and you can find which number belongs to which text of your language. So that would be great if the language and the text and the specifications would be in the same column. But that's just my opinion. Else there's not much more to be said about the packaging on the outside, so let's take a closer look at the LED fan. Again, I cannot tell you which color this is because it is not mentioned on the outside of the box or anywhere else except when I turn them on. The same here, you get the fan, but since this is a 3-pin connector you do not get a conversion cable, but you also get the same 4 mounting screws to be mounting the fan to your case. Please do not use those mounting screws to mount it to a radiator, because you might damage your radiator. This fan looks really amazing. The blade reminded me a little bit of the Corsair blade, but it has this way more aggressive look to it. I mean, it's awesome. It has that Transformer sword something look to it. Looks awesome. The LEDs, they're not like in any other brand. They're not like in the corners and they're pointing to the middle of the fan. No, in this case you do not even see it is an LED fan, because the LEDs are inside the brushless motor or somewhere in the back of there, and they're casting the light out into the blades and onto the frame, which means it gives a much more softer light experience. I really like that. ID Cooling did a great job in designing these fans. The rubber grommets on the 4 corners, they are removable. Same here, you can take something non-sharp and just pop them out. They will not break if you do it carefully, or you can do it the legit way. I think it is meant to be done like this, where you just press them with your fingers or something. As you can see, the rubber grommets, they are removable. You can take a closer look at them here. They have to go out through this one, because as you can see, it looks like this here, but on the other side it doesn't, which means you have to pull these pins here. You have to pull these pins here down, and you have to press towards, you have to press out there to get them out. Or the easiest way, as I found, was just take a pen and go in here and just pop them out like that. Now let's take a closer look to the lighting effects of those fans. In my opinion, each and every one looks amazing. There's only one thing I would like to add. I would really want to see a gold or yellow effect on these fans, because that would look amazing, especially for a build like standing here beside me. The build log to that build you can find in the description down below if you want to take a closer look at that. Next, we're going to take a closer look at the NO14025 case fan, which is a 140mm case fan with PWM function, big airflow, de-vibration rubbers and a low noise operation. It comes with a 4-pin connector and therefore comes with that 4-pin to Molex converter. It has that silent technology, it has a high air pressure and with a big airflow. On the back of the case you can see, the same as on the other fans, the specifications with the language here and the specification details in the right corner down below. The specifications here are as followed: 140 by 140 by 25 millimeters is that standard case fan thickness, the 25 millimeters. It weighs 145 grams. It is 800 to 1600 RPMs with a 76.8 CFM in air pressure, and it has a hydraulic bearing 16.8 to 32.6 decibels with a hydraulic bearing. Now let's open up the box and take a closer look inside. You get, of course, the case fan. You get the Molex 3-pin converter cable. Sorry, you get the Molex 4-pin converter cable. Apologies. And you get the fan itself and 4 mounting screws, which look exactly the same as in the 120mm fans. This fan is slightly different from the 120mm ones. The rubber grommets are easily removable. You just pop them off. They are just popped off like this, and as you can see, and they're easily to be put on again just by pushing them back inside. Well, that's all about ID Cooling case fans, 120mm LEDs and non-LEDs, and a 140mm. I hope you enjoyed the video. I would like to thank icemods.com for providing me with samples. Thank you very much. Go head over to the icemods.com link, which I will put in the description down below, to check out their products. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, dislike, throw me a comment on what you think about ID Cooling and their new case fans and O series. Thank you for watching. Until next time.